Planado ng Philippine National Police o PNP ang pagpapababa ng edad ng criminal liability sa 9 hanggang 12 anyos.
I'm Joel sa Egco, your moderator for the day. Data from the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency show that there were 460,000 crime incidents in 2018, of which 11,321 were committed by minors. According to my colleague, Assistant Secretary Ana Marie Rafael, once the House of Representatives passed House Bill number 8858, children in conflict with the law will receive the attention and care they need. The bill seeks to lower the age of criminal liability to 12 years old, offer reformation to minors who commit crimes. But the question is it really okay to lower the age of criminal liability to 12 or even 9? Di ba? Are these children really matured enough to discern right from wrong? What is the impact of branding these children as criminals? So to answer those questions, mga kababayan here and abroad, we have now as guests, no, since ito naman ay Women's Month, March, unahin na po natin si Miss Joanne Moreno-Javier. Siya po ang chairperson ng PAP, Development Division?
Yes.
All right. What is PAP all about?
It's the regulatory board of psychologists in the Philippines. We're composed of psychologists, right, practicing and in different professions, in different fields of psychology as well.
Okay, were you consulted during the itong
Yes.
deliberations dito sa ating
Yes, sir.
topic ngayon, yung lowering, no?
Yes, sir.
And your stand
Is against the lowering.
against the
of
lowering.
age, yes.
So the present age is 15.
Yes, sir.
So you
Present
stand
age.
by it na 15 na lang.
Yes, yes.
Why?
For so many reasons. And
So many reasons.
Yes, and I guess to start, one would be we are talking about children here, and we should protect children, okay? Not place them in. Yes, they say that it's not jail, hindi naman sila incarcerated.
Hindi naman si kukulong.
Yeah.
But anyway, pag-usapan natin mamaya yan. To my right naman po, we have Mr. Richard D. He is the Media Relations Officer of Child Rights Network. What keeps you busy right now?
So, yung Child Rights Network po, matagal na po itong lumalaban sa Congress.
Lumalaban sa Congress?
Oo, para ipasa po yung mga child-friendly legislations katulad ng Anti-Bullying Act, Juvenile Justice and Welfare Council, ito pong, Juvenile Justice and Welfare Act, ito pong pag-uusapan natin ngayon. And yung Child Rights Network po ay composed of 46 organizations na child rights focus organizations na nagpo-push ng children's rights
Do
legislation.
you consider this lowering of age na child-friendly?
No.
No, bakit naman?
Hindi namin nakikita yung na child-friendly siya kasi hindi siya age-appropriate.
Okay.
Kumbaga, yung Juvenile Justice and Welfare Act kasi ginawa siya as a separate justice system for children dahil ito po yung age-appropriate justice system para magkaroon pa ng second chance yung mga bata. Kasi naniniwala tayo na ang bata ay bata at kailangan pa nila ng second chance para patunayan ang sarili nila sa lipunan. Ayun.
Pero maraming mga bata na involved nga daw sa mga kalokohan, krimen, etc. But before you answer that, when we return, we will discuss more about the impact of lowering the criminal liability on children in conflict with the law. Ito yung CICL. So, wag po kayong aalis, pabalik po kami.
Ito ang Duterte on Duty. Ulat sa ginagawa ng Presidente. February 24, Linggo, Cebu City. Ipinamahagi ni Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte ang cash grants sa abot sa 1,500 beneficiaries ng Unconditional Cash Transfer o UCT. February 25, Lunes, Pasay City. Panauhing pandangal ang Pangulo sa First National Assembly ng Liga ng mga Barangay sa Pilipinas. February 26, Martes, Ermita, Manila. Dumalo si Pangulong Duterte sa 2019 General Assembly of the League of Municipalities of the Philippines. at nakiramay siya sa mga naulila ni Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas Governor Nestor Espinilla Jr. February 28, Huwebes, Villamor Air Base. Nakipagpulong si Pangulong Duterte kay U.S. Secretary of State Michael Pompeo. Caloocan City. Pinangunahan ng Pangulo ang inaugurasyon ng North Luzon Expressway Harbor Link Segment 10 na durugtong sa MacArthur Highway at C3 Road sa Caloocan.
This new highway is expected to decongest Metro Manila by providing access to NLEX without the need to pass through EDSA or the Balintawak Toll Plaza. It will reduce travel time from Valenzuela to C3 from the usual 1 hour to just 5 minutes. That's heaven.
Pinangunahan din niya ang groundbreaking ceremony ng NLEX-SLEX Connector Road projects na makababawas sa bigat ng daloy ng trapiko sa Metro Manila.
All of the projects that we undertake and will do for the rest of my term, we give our gratitude to the builders, the contractors, the partners of government, and we place it in the name of the people of the Republic of the Philippines. Nobody can claim credit in the name of the people. It is their money. And for all of us,
Ako po si Secretary Martin Andanar at ito ang Duterte on Duty. Abangan sa susunod na linggo ang mga gagawin ng Pangulo.
Welcome back to Pros and Cons. Before we pause for a break, may hanging question po tayo, no, kay Richard. Yun nga, sabi mo hindi siya child-friendly. However, maraming children ang hindi naman friendly with the law. Kumbaga sila sabi na involved sa crimes, nagagamit ng mga criminal syndicates nga, no? And may mga cases na sila mismo ganggang ng mga batang maliliit, no? Parang meron pa mga batang hamog na tinatawag, no? So how would you defend your position, you know, in the face of those realities?
Opo. Tama po kayo, ano? Tama po kayo na meron po talagang mga bata na nai-involve po sa krimen. Ang gusto lang po talaga namin ay let's impose a stricter implementation of the law. Kasi yung batas po natin, meron ng sufficient measures to address children's committing crimes. Halimbawa po, ang criminal liability natin ay 15 years old po. Tama po. Pero kapag below po nun, tapos gumawa ng seryosong opensa, ano po yung seryosong opensa? Yun po yung rape, yun po yung murder.
Yung mga tinatawag yatang index crimes.
Oo, no? Yung mga heinous crimes po.
Heinous crimes.
Actually po, hindi po talaga, hindi sila pakakawalan na lang sa ilalim po ng ating batas. Sila po ay ilalagay sa intensive juvenile rehabilitation sa loob ng bahay pag-asa. Okay. Ayun po, yung implementation naman po, ibang usapan naman po yun. Pero yung batas po natin ngayon, sufficient na para i-address yung pag-commit ng crime ng mga bata.
So, but kung sufficient yung batas ngayon, how come na, yung pa lang, yung sa PIDEA record na sinabi natin kanina, 11,000?
Yes.
Mahigit yung involved na mga minors, no? So, bakit nag-fail?
So yung batas po kasi, kapag hindi po yan in-implement, kapag wala pong political will, halimbawa po yung mga local government unit, ay talagang magfa-fail po siya. So halimbawa po sa ibang mga syudad, wala po silang bahay pag-asa. Kulang ang social workers. Hindi alam ng pulis ang gagawin nila, kaya pinakakawalan na lang nila yung mga bata. So yun po yung kailangan i-address natin. More trainings, kailangan talaga alamin ng mga duty bearers yung dapat nilang gawin sa ilalim ng batas. Hindi yung parang hindi pa nga natin nabibigyan ng chance yung batas, babaguhin na naman natin panibagong problema. Hindi pa nga kaya ng sistema natin na umako pa ng mga children in conflict with the law.
Hindi kaya itong ini-introduce na bill, itong bagong bill na to, will improve the present system? Baka ito na yung sagot sa sinasabi mo na yung full implementation, yung mga loopholes or mga gaps nung existing law ay tutugunan na itong bago.
Kailangan po talaga ng masusing pag-aaral. Yung mga batas po, hindi lang po ito parang bigla-bigla na lang natin ginagawa based on scientific evidence.
Were you consulted?
Kasama po talaga. Oo, kasama po ang Child Rights Network, ang
Tsaka yung
Psychological
yung PAP,
Association of the Philippines. Lahat po kami, we're warning our legislators na kapag ginawa niyo po ito at ganito po yung sistema natin ngayon,
Right now.
you will take in more children sa system na sa ngayon ay hindi rehabilitative, tapos hindi
It's
pa...
more detriment than
Oo.
helpful. Yes.
Mas maraming bata ang ma-expose sa implementation failures ng ating karaniwang batas.
Alright, oo. Yung sinasabing they can discern,
Yeah.
no? Between right and wrong.
Yes.
So, do you agree as a psychologist?
Yes, definitely. Children as young as 3, they have a discernment, they have an idea what is right and wrong. However, dito na po papasok kung, yes, alam mo yung tama tsaka mali. Iba pa rin po yung discernment, what you do about what you know, what is right and
Okay.
wrong. So it's different when you act on it already and when the presentation is there already in front of you. So, hindi po, yes, the argument is always, alam na nila yung ginagawa niya. Yeah, and I agree with that. But the discernment of doing
So, in that aspect, tama yung proposal. Kasi
Yes.
12 nga lang ito eh. And you're
Yeah.
saying at the age of 3, alam na yun.
Yeah.
No?
But in terms, ibang usapan na po kasi when you do it already. Okay?
Okay.
When there's behavior involved already.
And when crime is being committed,
Yes, that's
a different
definitely.
thing.
So they are still developing their brains. Let me go a little technical here. So
Yeah.
we are still developing our brains up to the age of 19, 20, hanggang 20,
Oo.
fully matured.
But
supposedly.
alright, yung discernment, bata yan, o 12 years old yan, sabihin, gawin mo to, gawin mo yan, nutusan. O ito, dali mo tong pakete na shabu na to,
Yes,
gano'n, tapos kunin mo yung pera. They're also susceptible to those kinds of manipulations.
Yes, definitely.
Diba? So, I think that's the thing that this bill is trying to address.
Yes. Children here are the victims.
Okay.
So they are used as accessories of these crimes. They are victimized themselves. And if we incarcerate them or if we jail, or sige na nga, hindi jail, if we give them liability for that, hindi siya tama. Kasi yung adult yung nagsabi sa kanya, yun yung gawin. So we go after the
The adults.
Yes.
I see, oo. Ano ang pagkakaiba nitong proposal na to sa existing law?
Actually, sir, they are just lowering the age.
Just the age,
Yeah. We are not against the law in itself. I mean,
Okay.
we are so for it. One positive thing probably that this has gained so much attention is that mapipilitan sila, yung implementing agencies,
Yes.
just like he said, to really pay attention to them. Because yun naman talaga po dapat. The implementation has to be strengthened. And I guess that's where we come in. We implement them better. We implement them, we strengthen them, we go to the communities themselves, we go to the root of the situation, not jail the children who do it.
Just for clarity.
Yes, sir.
May makukulong ba under this present bill or wala?
Technically, yung term na kulong, hindi siya kulong.
Okay.
It's rehabilitation, it's reformation, and then reintegration, which is
Okay.
kung saan sila kailangan ibalik. And there is involvement with agencies such as the SWD and the parents, definitely. So, hindi po siya makukulong.
So, hindi makukulong. Ayan, malinaw po yun. Pero parang
Basta magsalita.
sige. Go ahead.
May bat yun, sir. Sige,
Bat.
teka lang.
Sige, what is the
Sir,
bat?
ito po yung sitwasyon natin ngayon. From 2013 to 2018,
Okay.
ito po yung datos ng CHR base sa jail visitation sila. Meron po tayong 409 children na nakita sa loob mismo ng kulungan.
Okay.
So ito po yung tinatawag natin na implementation failure.
Okay.
Ngayon, sinasabi po nila na hindi makukulong yung mga bata. Actually po, nakukulong na sila dahil hindi natin na-implement ng maayos yung batas. So, hindi po totoo na hindi makukulong yung mga bata. Makukulong sila at nakukulong na sila.
Bakit naging ganun ang situation? Bakit sa SELDA na pupunta? Dahil kulang
Lack
yung
of resources,
lack of
definitely.
resources and
Human and
infrastructure
physical
probably, no?
resources,
But
yes.
hindi ba tinutugunan nung proposal to, nung bill na ito, yung lack of infrastructure for
Yes,
for
sir.
instance.
Yeah, and we are not against that.
Oo.
Definitely,
So, meron
we
naman.
are for that. Yes,
Meron
sir.
naman,
Pinapa-strengthen niya nga, sir.
Okay, that's nice. Oo.
Yeah, sir. So, yung pag-lowering talaga, yung we are not really in agreement with them.
Tapos, isa pa sir, yung pagkulong po kasi, minsan kasi iniisip lang natin sa adult jails lang yun. So, bukod dun sa nire-refute talaga natin yung notion na walang makukulong. Yung pangalawa po ay meron pa rin yung bahay pag-asa po, meron pa rin deprivation of liberty doon. So, kung pupunta po talaga kayo ng bahay pag-asa, para po sa bata, walang difference
Yes.
yun. Yung para sa
Bakit?
kanya,
Bakit?
nakakulong pa rin dahil ilalayo po siya
Sa family.
sa komunidad, sa pamilya.
Pinabayaan na siya ng pamilya niya at komunidad eh. Mga batang amog, batang lansangan. No? So, we ought to save them from the streets. Don't you think it's a better alternative na ando sila sa bahay? What's that?
Bahay
Bahay
pag-asa.
Pag-asa.
Yung bahay pag-asa po kasi, meron po talagang deprivation of liberty dyan. So halimbawa po kung street child po yan na ipapasok nyo po, talagang hindi mawawalan po siya nung kalayaan. Kasi nga po, irerehas po pa rin talaga sila is nasa loob sila at hindi sila pwede lumabas hanggang hindi pa natatapos yung yung kaso nila.
Yes.
So, yun po yung difference. Kasi kung gusto po natin na tulungan talaga yung street children, why not yung mga ano na lang po, yung mga bahay ampunan, o di kaya naman hanapan po sila ng mga pamilyang mag-aaruga sa kanila. Pero yung bahay pag-asa, para lang po talaga ito, meron po siyang specific purpose for children in conflict with the law who committed heinous crimes.
Okay.
So sila lang po talaga yung
So,
dapat
magkaiba yun.
ilagay.
Yes.
So, yung those who committed heinous crimes,
Opo.
pwede siya doon. What about those
Petty crimes.
mga petty crimes
Oh,
lang?
dapat, sir, iba kasing program for
Oo.
them, which is the act
Okay.
is really trying to implement.
Alright.
Trying, because hindi po siya
The act or
nai-implement.
the bill?
It's
or
an
both?
act already, sir. It's just being revised, sir.
Okay, so oo nga, revision lang, tsaka amendment lang nung
Yes, sir.
existing act ito no? But ang original intention, separate yung treatment.
Definitely, sir. Which is, ideally, dapat ganun po talaga. And I guess that's not happening. That's why, I guess it's coming up right now. Yun nga lang, when you lower the age, it makes a whole different story already.
Yes.
Because you're already putting children there together with those who committed the heinous crimes, for example.
We'll pause for a break muna, and when we return, let us see what our netizens are saying on social media about this topic. No?
Sure.
Pros and cons, we'll be back after a short break.
This is Secretary Martin Andalado, and you're watching.
PCOO is number one, creating media policies that strengthen and improve the welfare of the media. So for instance, one policy is the freedom of information, which basically strengthens our right to information in the Constitution by allowing for more information access. Number two, policy is the Presidential Task Force on Security, AO number one, also championed by your humble public servant, signed by the President. And these two policies have led to the delisting of the Philippines from the world's top countries that are dangerous for journalists. They released a report which removed the Philippines from the list. So after 9 years, since the Maguindanao Massacre, na alis na po tayo doon sa listahan ng mga bansang delikado para sa mga Joanne. And the third policy is government media bridge policy. We engage the media so that they find out the challenges, the issues of media in their respective regions and localities. So napakalaga na malaman natin yung problema para malaman din natin kung anong solusyon ang pwede natin gawin collaboratively. I do this because first and foremost, I am a media man. And I will die a media man too.
You're still watching Pros and Cons. And ngayon po, alam nyo, ma'am and Richard, no? Before we started the show, meron tayong poll question na pinost no, sa PNA website. Ang tanong natin is, sang-ayon ka ba sa bagong panukalang batas na nagsusulong ng minimum age of criminal liability mula 15 anyos patungo sa 12 anyos? Unahin natin itong kay Brian Manogid Hakla. Sabi niya, yes, he voted yes, pero dapat mas mababa pa daw. Say 10 years old. Hindi sa sang-ayon hindi mag-a-agree si Joanne dito. It's not about the age, sabi niya, but about the capacity of the child to know what is right or wrong. From Henry Orozca, this is another in favor na naman siya. Philippine lawmakers are very intelligent people. They know minors today of 12 years, sabi niya, old, can manufacture drugs. Can be sold for adults only recreation, sabi niya, together with porno movies. So dito pumapasok yung sinasabi natin kanina na namamanipulate yung mga minors, no?
Yes.
Understandable naman po talaga yung sentiments ng mga tao, especially when they see children, lalo na sa mga viral videos, so di ka naman yung tawag nito, yung kapag they experience themselves. Pero we're talking about law here, and we're talking about not just specific cases, but the total universe of crimes. Actually po, sa totoo lang, PNP data na mismo ang nagsasabi na ang crimes committed by children ay 1.72% lang ng total universe of crimes sa buong Pilipinas. So, why are we hell-bent on going after the children, itong 1.72% na ito, when you have the 98% na kailangan mong tutukan? Yun, babalik po talaga tayo dun sa bakit natin sinisisi lagi yung mga bata when in fact, dito po sa mga paggawa, halimbawa nung sinasabi po niya na pag-manufacture ng drugs,
matatanda ang
matanda ang nasa likod
Diba?
niyan. This indicates they don't care about his children. Kung ilo-lower niyo po yan sa 12, iisipin ng mga sindikato, why not use 11 years old na lang?
Yes.
10 years old.
Lower.
Diba?
Or younger.
So it's really contentious logic po kung iisipin talaga natin.
Yung ba mga bata na discern nila, yes, let's all agree yung right from wrong.
Yes, sir.
But does it follow that they can also discern what's legal and illegal?
May nagsasabi, ano ba yung 12 to 15? Ano ba yung 3 years na yan? That's a lot. There's a lot of brain development that's happening until 18 nga yan.
Until 18.
Yeah, but you have to address, those who commit those crimes along those age. But 14 and younger, doesn't really make sense to me as a professional to lower it at that age. Again, I have no contention about the law. The implementation is really what we are stressing here. We are not saying don't pass the law. We are just saying don't lower it to 12.
I think our legislators should really listen to evidence.
Yeah.
Kasi batas po itong pinag-usapan natin dito. And if we lower the age, this will translate to millions of children who might be affected. At yung batas po natin, sufficient na siya. We only have to implement the law. Suportahan yung mga LGU, suportahan ng DSWD, suportahan yung mga institutions na ito para ma-implement po talaga yung batas.
Particularly the family.
Definitely.
Would you agree?
Kasama po yun, sir. Kasama siya sa programs reintegration.
Doon nagsisimula yan Kung
Even
yung family
preventive
values,
programs, sir, kasama po siya sa law. So, yun nga, wala naman siyang question about those programs. It's really more on the implementation of them. As in, yun yung dapat ASAP.
Implementation.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's
Strengthening.
that's improving the programs, no? Addressing the lack of infrastructure.
Yes, definitely, sir. Human resource,
and other.
definitely, sir.
Yes, yung mga
Kasi sobrang
tututok.
kulang ng tao kasi there has to be a social worker, definitely, per bahay ng pag-asa. Right now, a lot of communities do not have bahay ng pag-asa. So that in itself already, sir, is something that they will have to pay
bahay ng
attention.
pag-asa is, as you said, for those who committed heinous crime.
Yeah, pero hinahalo kasi doon, sir, yung hindi nagko-commit ng heinous crimes,
Okay.
which is yun yung nagagawa ng law na to. Kung ibababa mo, mahahalo po sila.
Ano yung existing practice for those who committed crimes, those ages na 12 to 14 before.
12 to 14. They,
Kapag kapag petty crimes po or hindi po yung mga yung batas po kasi natin, parang natuto po siya doon sa mga katutubo natin, na yung tipong meron po yung paghaharap sa biktima. So kung kunwari, sasabihin ng biktima doon sa child in conflict with the law, ito yung nagawa mo sa akin. So magkakaroon po tayo ng kontrata. Ano po yung gagawin ng CICL para mapatawad siya nung biktima. Tapos, kapag petty crime po yan, pwede pong community-based intervention na lang, hindi na i-institutionalize yung bata. So kung community-based po yan, tututukan po siya ng social worker. Yung social worker tutulungan din po yung pamilya. Kasi hindi po yung bata, hindi siya magbabago or pwede siyang parang bumalik sa dati kung hindi rin po natin natutukan yung magulang.
Tama.
So kasama po talaga yun dun sa community-based intervention. Kung heinous crime naman po, yun po yung bahay pag-asa kasi tinitignan din po natin yung safety po ng biktima, safety ng community.
Yes.
So kung medyo may aggression po yung bata, ganun. So kailangan po talaga siya ipasok sa loob ng bahay pag-asa.
So just looking at it kasi it's bata nga siya, kahit anong age siya, yung kinamit niyang crime. Pero tama nabanggit mo. The other side, the victim naman.
Yeah.
Diba? So they deserve justice also.
Yes.
However, paano i-implement yun? Paano i-exact yung justice?
Yes.
Yun yung medyo
Yun yung kailangan i-focus.
contentious dito. Anyway, we're actually short na sa oras. So, final words about the topic.
Do I go first? Okay,
Yeah.
sige.
Women's Month.
Okay, sige, sir. Well, basically, I've said it earlier, the law is really giving us an opportunity to give more focus on what to give more focus on, which is to protect the children. Okay, we are very strong on that, to protect the children. And if we lower the criminal age of liability, we are not protecting them. We are putting them in more danger, and we are not preparing them for a better future or a second chance. Okay, so we are very strong on that.
All right. Richard?
So, yung mensahe po namin, lalo na po siguro sa ating senators. So, para po sa ating mga senators, pag-aralan po talaga ito ng maigi. Kailangan pong makinig tayo sa ebidensya, kailangan makinig po tayo sa mga eksperto na nagsasabi at yung mismo pong mga tao na tumutulong sa children in conflict with the law at sa mga biktima. Kasi kung titignan niyo po talaga, pupunta kayo sa ground, unanimous po yan. Sasabihin nila, don't lower the age. Yung mga duty bearers natin, sasabihin nila, don't lower the age. Kailangan po makinig tayo sa kanila kasi sila po talaga yung maapektuhan dito sa batas na ito at ating mga yung mga batang Pilipino.
All right, very well said. Well, Joanne, Richard, thank you for being here on the show. I hope next time when we have round 2 of this episode, available pa rin kayo. Anyway, abangan po ang isa pang mainit at makabuluhang issue sa susunod na linggo. For your comments and suggestions and questions, visit our Facebook page at the PNA website. You may be for or against, you may agree or disagree. In the end, we are all Filipinos working towards the same goals. Will you choose what's right or will you stay on your side of the truth? Once again, I am PNA Supervising Undersecretary Joel C. Egco. Thank you and God bless you all.